So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JeffMan316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JeffMan316, and this is a special kind of re-edit, repost of a video. Yeah, hey, I feel like, I've got a lot more traction now. I've got a lot more viewers, and some of you guys aren't going back looking at some of the older content that I've made. One of the things I was most proud of is I was a member of a group of people who did reviews, extensive reviews to each of the films in the Halloween series. Then we did a ranking. I did a lot of work and some skits and stuff for those videos, and I don't think a lot of people watch them. So I'm going to try to repost some of that. And I'm also the ranking. I liked my ranking video that I did, and I think it was worth watching. So this is a re-edit of that. Hopefully I'll get some new fans watching it, and then I'll put a link at the end to the playlist of the Hallowscream series of reviews that we did. And like I said, I tried to do a skit in front of each one, but for right now, let me get into this video that I've already, like I said, posted. But enjoy my ranking of the films in the Halloween franchise. So it'll probably go from like least favorite to favorite, even though I like all of them to some extent, including Halloween Ends. It's in there somewhere. Where will it be? Let's get into the ranking and you'll find out. Let's go.
It's Halloween. We're gonna have a good time tonight.
So like I said, this is my Halloween movie ranking. We're gonna go from number 13 to 1 of my least favorite to most favorite. Mikey and I are gonna talk you through it. So my least favorite at number 13, Halloween Resurrection. Look, it looks like some angel wings there maybe. If nothing more than Busta Rhymes and Tyra Banks, their acting is terrible. There's a good concept underneath about the internet and watching this, go happen live. But the execution is awful. The grain on the video and the aspect ratio is terrible. I just don't like this movie. The ending is okay. It left an opening, but that they never did anything with. Like I said, poor execution on a possibly decent story. What else do I need to say but Busta Rhymes?
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Number 12, Halloween 5. One of the reasons is right there. That damn mask. I'd made fun of my review saying it looked like Nicolas Cage, but there's a lot that I hate about Halloween 5. The main thing is they retconned the end of Halloween 4, which is pretty awesome. The concept of Danielle Harris being the new Shape was awesome, I thought. There's a couple of kills once they get on the farm that are okay, but Loomis is batshit crazy in this. I don't like that. Danielle Harris spends 3/4 of the movie as a mute. I don't know what the hell was going on with this. The introduction of the Man in Black, the ending is horrible. Yeah, this movie right there was a close tie at the bottom with me with Resurrection, but I went ahead and gave it because it's got one of the better feelings of Halloween in the fall season. That right there is a pretty decent kill with Michael. I laugh at when he puts on the other mask and is in the car with Tina. And hey, there's another reason to not like it, Tina. So what more do you need to say? Number 12, Halloween 5. So number 11 is going to be Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Now, I did like this movie a little more after watching it, and I think maybe it's because I watched the theatrical cut and the director's cut. Just to say that, looking at that white horse stuff and all the dream and the mother coming back and speaking to Michael, that's fine. We've seen similar concept with Friday the 13th, but dude, I just didn't like the execution of this movie. Michael is brutal. I like him, but him taking his mask off, looking like a hobo, putting it back on, there's just so much wrong with this. And the fact that there's two versions shows that there was no creative direction between, the producers and Rob Zombie and people wanting a different movie as far as the way it was laid out. The endings are totally different. Don't make me have to choose. So Halloween 2 is at the bottom of my list. What's going to come in at number 10? We're going with The Curse of Michael Myers. Another poorly executed movie. The two versions of this, the producer's cut and the regular theatrical cut, are so different. Tone, the color grading, the music, everything. Me having to choose between two versions hurts it right there. I like aspects of both. People have made special cuts of this because of that reason, but having Michael controlled by the cult, that Thorn storyline sucks. I hate it. Michael should not be explained. We shouldn't know that he can be controlled. And I know they kind of worshipped him and then he turned on them. That's fine. You get one good scene out of that. And then, but the whole thing about him being controlled by the runes in one of the the versions of this movie, is another reason that this movie is toward the bottom. So the fact that you got Paul Rudd acting quirky is also takes us down a little bit. I mean, his characters needed to be written a little better. His line delivery is awful. Maybe it's because he's just a new actor. I would love to see him come back in Halloween Kills as an adult actor and be Tommy. That would have been kind of cool. So we're at number 9, and I'm going to go with, and this is in a steelbook case, so sorry if there's any glare. Number 9, we got Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. There's a lot to like about Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. The Michael Myers in this is awesome. The brutality, the kills. I like Scout Taylor Compton's version of Laurie. That's good. But the movie starts off with one of the worst white trash scenes I've ever seen.
What did you just say?
Oh, what's the matter? You jealous of your own daughter's ass, huh?
Ah!
Fucking whore!
Explaining Michael, I don't need that. My Michael needs to be more mysterious. But so it kind of ruins it. Hey, I like Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. Just because it's farther down the list doesn't mean it's bad. It's got some classic scenes in it, and I really like it. So coming in at number 8, H2O, 20 years later. Is this really supposed to be Halloween 20 years later or Halloween H2O? I know a lot of people make fun of that in their videos, but either way, had the return of Laurie. The opening scene is cool. I don't know how Michael actually drives there with multiple vehicles, but either way, once he gets there, it feels more like a Scream film than a Halloween film. So once he's there on campus, it loses a little bit of its luster, let's say. To me, it started off with a good Halloween feel to it. But either way, the fact that it's got multiple masks, they disrespected Michael by having to put a CGI one on in one scene. Come on now. Just put it on a stunt actor or something. Either way, oh yeah, Halloween H2O had a lot of potential, and then you have the ending. So knowing how this movie ends, if it stopped there, it would be great. But knowing where they go with it, it kind of ruins the ending to it. So it takes it down a notch. So that's number 8, Halloween H2O. And I'm going with Halloween 3. And you probably pissed that this ranked higher than some of those other ones because this doesn't even have Michael Myers. I know that. But it's got that Halloween feel. I love John Carpenter's music. I love the concept. Tom Atkins is awesome. And I didn't grow up hating this movie like a lot of people did. When I started watching Halloween, like a lot, I'd already seen them, was around Halloween 4, my first theater experience. So I wasn't around for the, everybody's hate on this movie as much. And can you imagine if the internet existed with the way the people were treating Halloween Ends? So yeah, I like the concept. I know people were thinking that maybe that might be the concept behind the new Halloween trilogy, that he was wearing a silver shamrock mask. But oh well. Hey man, they had the balls to kill a kid in here. Like I said, Tom Atkins is a man. He gets more ass in movies than anybody I've ever seen, young and old. So either way, so number 7 is Halloween 3. Stop it! So I don't have a movie for number 6, and that's because it's Halloween Ends. My boy Mikey here comes in at number 6, and I know I don't want to hear it. I know a lot of people hate this movie. I actually like it. I don't like it as much as the top 5, but the reason is because Michael isn't in it as much. But storyline wise, cinematography, music, originality, I like it all, man. This movie's got everything other than needs a little more Michael. So pepper in some more Michael in there, and this movie would have been higher on my list. But I like it, and I've liked it more each time I've watched it. And hey, look, I'm the first to admit, on this channel, I shit on the idea of bringing Corey in all my videos. And then after watching it, yeah, he's in it a little too much. But I really do like the concept of evil can change shape, evil never dies. The execution was just poor. Let's all admit that. And like I said, this is my list, not yours. Put Halloween Ends wherever you want it on yours. The fact that I'm having to almost say I'm sorry and I'm not, shows you where we're at. But either way, number 6 to me is Halloween Ends. So here we are with the top 5. So what's going to be number 5? Halloween Kills. This is the original Best Buy Steelbook that was hard to get. I really love Halloween Kills. I love the top 4 movies. Well, actually top 5, movies in my ranking. Number 5 being Halloween Kills. I love the flashback scene. I love how brutal Michael is. I love the fight at the end. But you're going to not like something about every movie you watch. I can skip that one main part at the hospital. And other than that, I like everything else about this movie. It's got great music, great cinematography, a great feel. It's got callbacks to the original, movies in the franchise. I just like Halloween Kills. I don't know what's about it. The first 20 minutes of this movie to me are awesome. I like Halloween Kills, and that's number 5 on my list. So the top 4 is pretty easy to figure out. It's just the order that I'm going to put it in, right? So number 4, ironically enough, is number 4, Halloween 4. It's got a lot of great concepts in it. Most people, and me most of the time, think that this is the one that feels the most like fall and Halloween. I like the music. I like the fact that it didn't start with the classic Halloween theme. I like the fact that Michael, you know, has been captured in the hospital. I don't like the fact, I know he looks cool in that mask, but it makes no sense that a burn victim will be wrapped up for a decade. So those bandages would be stuck to him, and they would not do that. But either way, I know you can't see Michael's face, so they had to do something. It's got some brutal kills to start the movie. It's got a really good atmosphere throughout. I like everything about it. I like Jamie. If you're not going to be able to get Jamie Lee Curtis, the story that they wrote is pretty original. I like the ending, the shock ending. I like most everything about this movie, so that's why it's so high on the list. So watch my review of it, and you'll get all the details of why I love it so much. So number 4 is Halloween 4. So you probably already know the top 3, so we'll just go at it. Halloween 2018. This is a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. I love this cover on this. That's number 3 on my list. I love Halloween 2018. I love everything about it. I love the way they brought him back. I love the mask, how they brought that mask back. It looks really close to the original aged. I like the version of Michael in this. He's really brutal. He's a little bit closer to the Michael Myers from the Rob Zombie movies. I like Jamie Lee Curtis. I like the fact that she had the trauma. Like I said, I like everything about it. The score is amazing. I love the shape hunts Allison. The only thing I didn't really 100% like is the Dr. Sartain angle. And I think that was mainly because he put the mask on and that whole scene was stupid. Knowing what ultimately happens to the Hawkins character, you know, I was worried after this movie. I kind of like Halloween 2018 a little more after seeing kills and ends. So Halloween 2018, number 3 for me. So I know I'm going ultimate fanboy, and I'm going to just say you obviously know what the top 2 are. Halloween 2, the original OG from 1981 is my Halloween 2, and you want to know why? It's because my number 1 is Halloween, obviously. This is my second favorite movie behind Jaws. There was no way it was not going to be number 1. I love everything about it. And I love watching these 2 movies together. Is that the order they would go in? Or would it be like this? Yeah. I love watching 1 and 2 together as a double feature. I know there's at least a couple fans that put cuts of these movies together where they're seamless. That's a great idea. I love Halloween 1 and 2. They feel the same. I know a lot of people shit on the fact that they made them brother and sister in the second one. I can overlook that. I like the fact that John Carpenter really wanted to end it after this one, but really thought he was putting the finishing touches on Michael at the end of Halloween 2. The damage that he took and the fact that he burned him alive is what he was going with. I like that he was closing out the 2 movies with just these 2 movies making up what would be the franchise at that point. So, hey, what's not to like? Classic themes. The portrayal of Michael Myers is good in both of them. I love it. They ratcheted up the violence a little more in Halloween 2. But, hey, this one is always, the OG is always going to be my favorite. So this is number 1 and this is number 2 on my list. So what's up, everybody? I appreciate you checking out my ranking video for Halloween. So how did it go based on your thoughts? Put in the comments down below your ranking of all the films in the Halloween series, or tell me whether I'm crazy or not. So put all that in the comments down below. While you're doing that, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that normal YouTube stuff. I love you guys. If you support the channel and you are a subscriber, do not forget to hit the notification bell. It'll let you know when I post new videos or repost like in this one. So hopefully you enjoyed this for the Halloween spooky season, and hopefully you can let me know how my ranking is in comparison to yours. I like to talk to you guys about that stuff. If you don't want to do it here, come over to the next watch along. And you can tell me there. Yes, usually Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern, we watch along to a movie. We've watched the Halloween movies. And then we talk about pop culture bullshit about anything else you guys want. So I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. Hit me up in my socials in the description down below. And any way else you can support me, all that's down there. So I really do appreciate everything you guys do for my channel to help it grow. And until next time, boys and girls, this has been JeffMan316. I'm your pop culture reporter signing out, saying you guys be safe out there.
It's time, Michael.